What's up guys, JV2017 here, and I'm bringing you a new Fallout 4 tips and tricks video. Since the game has been out for over 2 months now, I thought it was time to share my top 5 best unique weapons in the game. Now we all have our own definitions for what we consider to be best. It could be what deals the most damage, how practical a weapon is, if you can actually find ammo for it and use it within the game realistically, or how unique and special the weapon feels. So for my list of 5, I tried to apply all of those factors to determine my 5 best weapons. And again, these are unique weapons. These are weapons that are preset in the game with special modifiers. They're not random weapons you can find in the game. I'm sure you can find some great random legendary modifiers, but these are unique weapons. And so I encourage you all to list your top 5 best unique weapons in the comments section below. So without further ado, here are my top 5 best unique weapons in Fallout 4, which by the way are in no particular order. Starting us off, and shocking nobody that's been following my channel, I have the Overseer's Guardian, which shoots an additional projectile with the 2-shot legendary modifier. I love this because it's very accessible. It's a combat rifle, and rifles, when you combine them with riflemen, are some of the most powerful weapons in the game. Additionally, this weapon is super versatile. You can change the ammo type if you have gun nut rank force. You can change it into a 308 type, which is more of a sniper. You'll get higher damage, but of course that ammo is, less accessible in the game. You could keep it as a 45, or you could bump it all the way down to 38 ammo, which you find everywhere. You'll deal less damage, but again, you have a very versatile weapon here. Additionally, you can also change the scope. It's got a night vision scope on it by default. You could take off the scope and put on a reflex sight for more of a run and gun kind of combat rifle, or you could stick with the night vision scope, slap a suppressor on there, and benefit from Mr. Sandman, Sneak, and Ninja for more of a stealthy sniper kind of build with this rifle. And another reason I place so much value on this is because you find the 2-shot modifier already on it. You're very lucky if you find a 2-shot modifier out in the wild. It's one of the best ones you can find, and since this has it on it already, and really doesn't cost that many caps to get, that's why it's one of my favorite guns in the game. The Deliverer also makes my top 5. This is just a great weapon to have. It has a huge magazine, it's silenced, and so it can cater to a certain specific playstyle, or it could be your go-to sidearm, or it could be your main weapon if you take Gunslinger. And with the VATS Enhanced Legendary modifier, you have improved VATS hit chance, as well as 25% less action point cost in VATS. What this means is that depending on your agility, you can rattle off like 10 plus shots if you have a full bar of action points just in one single VATS go. And that is just incredibly valuable. This is a great weapon. It's easy to get as well, and you don't have to side with the railroad to get it. You can just do some stuff for them and then get the weapon and then get out of there if you want to side with another faction. Another weapon in my top 5 is Cremestooth. I had to make room for a melee weapon because melee style in this game is so fun to play as. And the Cremestooth is bar none the best unique weapon, in my opinion, that you can use in terms of a melee weapon. And so with this weapon, you'll get the Sacrificial Blade mod on a machete. That's essentially what it is. And with that, you get exceptional damage along with bleed damage and poison damage. Additionally, the weapon has a swing speed of medium, so it's not too slow or too fast. You're going to deal enough damage. And if you're taking big leagues, this is going to go all the way up to like 200 plus damage. So unless you find a super sledge with a really good legendary modifier just out in the wasteland, I don't think anything beats the Cremestooth. It's definitely my favorite melee weapon, and I also think it's your best option whether you're doing a stealth melee character or a normal melee character. It's just that good. Next is the Terrible Gun, or the Terrible Shotgun, whatever the French translation is. This combat shotgun is very powerful. It's got the Violent modifier, which is going to give you plus 25% damage and limit damage, but at the cost of more recoil. The reason I love this shotgun so much is, first off, shotguns in general are very good in this game, and they benefit from riflemen. This is something not a lot of people know about. They benefit from riflemen. So say you find a really good rifle that you want to stick with, you could go get this gun, the Terrible Shotgun, and this could be kind of your backup weapon in close range. And also it still has a pretty fairly good range for a shotgun in a video game sense. Also, the Violent modifier is one of the best modifiers in the game. If you can find that on another weapon out in the world, you are extremely lucky, and it is very, very good. Rounding out my top 5 is the Righteous Authority, which is something you can get extremely early in the game, and its modifier has critical shots doing double damage, and the critical meter fills 15% faster. That's the Lucky Weapon legendary modifier. Again, this is one of the best modifiers you can find out in the game, and also if you're running a luck-based build, if you got critical, banker, Grim Reaper, sprint, all of those things synergizing together, the Righteous Authority is a beast of a weapon. Also, this is just a plain old laser gun, as Dance himself explains when he gives it to you. It's just a laser rifle, and so you can find plenty of fusion cell ammo out in the world. That's not a problem. You can also specialize in riflemen along with luck, and then you can get science for more modding options for this weapon. So very versatile weapon indeed. You can also go into Gunslinger. If you take off the stock and make it into more of a laser pistol, you could do that as well. So very versatile weapon, one of my favorites in the game. There are two weapons I wanted to include, but I just cut off barely because I wanted to just do a top 5, not a top 7 here. So my two honorable mentions are first Pikmin's Blade. I'm sure you guys some of you were pulling your hair out telling me that the Cremestooth wasn't the best for a stealth-based character. I've got a lot of experience with a stealth melee character over on Twitch. We played a very long playthrough with a stealth melee character. I found the Cremestooth to do more damage in stealth melee situations and in general. My other honorable mention is Kellogg's pistol, and the reason I didn't include this is because I believe, at least in my experiences, that 44 ammo is not easy to come by. I've been corrected by a lot of you on my Gainer unique weapon guide video. People are saying they have thousands of 44 ammo. That just wasn't the case for me, but Kellogg's pistol has a great legendary modifier, one of the best, and you're going to get it no matter what if you play through the story. And so Kellogg's pistol would be in there if I had a lot of 44 ammo. So I'd like to know, after listening to my list, what are your top 5 best unique weapons in the game and why? Are they really practical? Do they deal the most damage? What are the reasons that you're coming up with your list? Share all of that in the comment section below. Also, before we wrap up, I have made unique weapon guides for about half of these weapons, and so if you are interested, want to know how to get them, if you're new to my channel, haven't seen those videos, links to those will be in the description below. Alright guys, today I listed my top 5 best unique weapons in Fallout 4, and next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for more Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new, remember to hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe for more unique weapon guides, build guides, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time, peace.